Hump Day, guys, at Ray of Light Tarot. My name is Jason, also known as Ray, also known as Seva Sundar. Hope you guys are having a good night so far. I am here riding out this hurricane. It's about to crash into the state of Florida, but I'm on the East Coast. It's crashing into the West Coast, and we're going to ride this thing out and have a good night. And I'm going to be doing some mini readings for you guys. So, with that said, let's get this thing popping. So tonight for our list, if you want to get on the list to get a mini reading, you can send over $20. The love offering is $20, $20. $20 USD. Hold on, I'm going to put this up. For one question, and if you want to have if you want to ask two questions, it's 25 USD for two. And I'm going to put the two places you can send your payment to right here. You can send your love offering to get on the list to either Cash App or PayPal. And these are the places. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Okay, here it is. Hey, Mona! Welcome, Mona. So the list is open. I do have people on the list, but I'm going to go ahead and get started here. So $20 for one question, $25 for two questions. Cash App, $ Ray of Light Tarot, PayPal, NHJOOST92@gmail.com. It's also listed in the description of this video. Sorry for my messy handwriting, guys, but you know, I guess I was a doctor in a past life because I do have sloppy handwriting. But having said that, the list is open. Go get on the list. I do have a couple people on the list, but we might move that around depending on who's here in the live at what time. I have Chad at the top of the list. Then I have Steph G. Then I have Zainab. And then I have Malia. So those are my four people that are on the list now. But I don't think anyone's in here yet. So if you are in here and you want to get on the list, you can pop to the top of the list real quick and ask a question. So guys, yeah, hopefully this hurricane is just going to tap us and not do anything too mean and not knock our power out or hurt anyone or flood anywhere. That's my hope. Where are you at, Mona? Where are you located? I'm pretty sure you're not in Florida. Florida. Are you? All right, what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to use my Roseville, Michigan. Is that in the Upper Peninsula or Lower Michigan? I know Michigan pretty well. I have some friends from Michigan, and my great aunt went to the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor. Well, for her undergraduate, she went to graduate school at University of Florida in Gainesville. Go Gators! No, but I'm worried about my friends out there. All of a sudden, their Facebook is gone, so yeah, I'm kind of worried about them. I haven't heard anything from them. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully they will be okay. We're going to actually do a Huna prayer, which is a 30-day prayer for abundance and love and peace, and we're going to start that Huna prayer tonight at the end of the broadcast, and I'm going to do that for the next 30 days. So I'd appreciate anyone who's going to hang out with me tonight to participate in the Huna prayer tonight to get it popped off, and then we'll do it once a day for 30 days. Have you ever heard of a Huna prayer, Mona? Are they on the west coast of Florida or in the middle or where? Where in Florida are your friends? Hey, we're the monkeys. Further east of Ann Arbor, close to the water. Oh, very nice. Okay. Very nice, Mona. All right, so I guess since we're just kind of waiting for people to flow in, I'm going to start with Chad's reading since he's the top of my list and I know what he wants me to look at. I'm going to look for Chad at the your current situation's outlook and anything to do with future potential, okay? Because I talked about that to Chad earlier, so we'll do that. Thank you, universe. Thank you, source. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors. I'll be available in a little bit. Chad said he'll be available in a little bit. So you know what? I'm going to wait. He just texted me. So I'm going to wait to do Chad's reading until he comes in. I'm going to skip Chad's and I'm going to do Steph's first. Hang on. All right. So let's do Steph's. The name of the town they're in, but they're more up in west in Florida. Okay. So hopefully if they're up in like the Panhandle, they'll be okay. The people that are going to be really getting the brunt of this tonight are going to be down in like Tampa, a little lower than Tampa, like Pinellas, I think. No, I don't know. I need to check on Joan. You guys who know Joan, who comes in here, she is in that general area, Port Charlotte. So I need to see how she's doing. Send good vibes to her too. All right, so I'm gonna check on something for Steph. This is for Steph. Energy and guidance. So we want to check on the current. You know what? Hang on one sec. Let me let her know I'm on too. Hang on one sec, guys. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. So, hello, Miss Brenda Lee. Welcome to the live hurricane party. You're new. Well, welcome in, new Brenda Lee. You are always welcome as long as you're nice. We don't run a wild insane asylum here. We keep it like you're nice or you're out. But I think you'll be nice. I like the name Brenda Lee. So what I was going to say is I'm starting with Steph's. We're just starting off tonight. I'm doing mini readings, hanging out with you guys, having a hurricane party because I'm in Florida. I've got 4 people on the list, but we're kind of skipping around because I don't know when they're going to be in. They all paid earlier. So I've got Chad, Steph G, Zainab, and Malia. The list is open if you would like to get on the list. To get on the list, it's a $20 love offering to ask 1 question or $25 to ask 2 questions. And there you are, Steph. I just sent you a text. And the list is open. You can send it to PayPal, Cash App, or if you know me like that, Apple Pay. It's in the description of the video, though. Steph, I'm going to make you a moderator. Hey. Oh, no, I don't have to because Rebecca's here. Rebecca! All right, so the first this is a 2-parter for Steph. We want to look at the current energy in her situation and what the guidance is for her regarding this situation since in light of recent events, right? So let's do that. I'm right now using the Rider-Waite deck, but I'm not using Rider-Waite. Thanks, Rebecca. So it's $20 love offering or $25 for 2 questions. Well, just hang out. Hang out. I'm glad I showed up on your feed. Hang out with us and have a good time. We're a nice crowd here. Even when it's just a few of us, we're nice. All right. Outlook of energy and guidance for Steph regarding her recent situation. Okay. Whoops. Hang on, cards are flying. All right, guys. I told Brenda as long as she's nice, she's welcome to hang with us. She's new. Okay. So there's a lot, Steph, what's going on here is there's a lot of movement. And there's also a lot of emotional energy, stuff that's not being spoken about because that moon is crowning everything. The moon card is a major arcana, so it's major energy, major shifting, but it's all that stuff that's sort of held deeply. Like the sun is everything out in the open, clarity, right? It's masculine energy. The moon is the opposite. It's the darkness. It's the feminine energy. It's the hidden. So this means there's a lot of hidden emotional energy going on between you two, things that aren't actually being said, but that are prompting change and action. In your foundation, Steph, for this connection, you have the Queen of Wands. So remember what I always tell you guys about the Queen of Wands. Okay, Rebecca, let me add Miss Rebecca to the list ×2. Thank you, Rebecca. Love you for that. So I have Chad. I'm doing Steph now. Then I have Zainab, Malia, and Rebecca. And the list is open, guys. All right, so this Queen of Wands. Rebecca, what do I always tell you guys about the Queen of Wands? This is a great sign that you have the power in your hands to get what you want. The Queen of Wands is my favorite queen. She's powerful. She's magical, right? Look at that big scepter. Look at that crown. She's magic, man. She's fire. She is fire. She's a fire sign. She's fire. So what this is saying, if this is your foundational energy stuff, it's saying you're in control of the situation and don't you forget it. What you want wants you. What you desire desires you, boo. That's how this works. That's how this energy thing works. What you want wants you. You also have the Ace of Swords. So there's new communication. The universe is prompting new communication, new understanding, but there's also still a lot of hurt feelings with the Nine of Wands. So there's a little bit of a juxtaposition here of the opportunity for movement, for communication, but yeah, there's also hurt feelings. Nine of Wands, that's the Wounded Warrior. So they're both happening at once. But that even the hurt feelings are an opportunity for change, right? You have the Six of Pentacles, which suggests that this connection is destined for more balance, for more understanding, right? It's coming. And then you have, as an outcome card, the Chariot. The Chariot is one of my favorite cards. That's Cancerian energy. You know, y'all who know me in here know who Brendan is. He's a Cancer. He was the first Cancerian I've ever dated. I love Cancerian energy, but what does this mean? Cancerian energy is very emotional. It's a water sign, right? The crab, right? Kind of like down to the low to the ground, protected the shell, but underneath it is a lot of emotion. So what is this Chariot card, which on its face, it's the Chariot, and then the fact that it's Cancerian energy, what does it mean for your outcome? It means you guys are moving forward. You're taking this thing and it's moving forward in an emotionally honest way, and in a way that's going to be productive, right? Be productive and help the relationship to be fruitful. So this is all really good. I like this. I don't see a lot of shadow to this, and that's good. But I do want to check the other part, which was, what's your guidance? What are you being guided to do, Steph, to help this situation, right? Help yourself to get what you want in the situation. Well, the Queen of Wands is pretty clear, but let's see what else comes out. Okay. You're being reminded that the universe is aware that that Nine of Wands energy, that's foundational to you. You do have a lot of hurt feelings. You've had a lot of disappointment, and the universe is saying, we get that. We get that. We understand you. We know what you've been through. Don't think we don't. And we know that you've been really patient, and the patience is wearing thin. The universe knows all of this. And the universe is saying, hang in, because look, you've got the Ion coming. That's that phoenix rising from the ashes. That which was dead is now alive. So something's coming back to life. Probably your hope, because you have the Eight of Cups. That's saying, okay, walking away is just going to make a circle anyway, so why walk away? And then the universe, you've got the Ace of Pentacles. So there's going to be new earthbound energy here to help you guys move forward. What's 11/23? Are these birthdays? New earthbound energy moving forward to help this stop happening. You're repeating a loop of walking away from things and then coming back to them. Now they're saying, no, trust your energy, trust what you've got, trust the fact that this is major arcana coming back to life, and that the universe is helping you get something really, really stable and intact coming into your life for this situation. All you really have to do is remember to use the power of your own mind, the power of your own essence, and the power of your own spirit. Okay? Thank you, Steph. All right. Next is Zainab, and Zainab wanted a general messages from the universe. I don't know if she's going to be able to come in either, so I'm going to pop off on hers. Z, you are second on the list. Are you here, Z? Say hey if you are. And then I've got Malia. Oh, Malia just came in. Malia, you're next, babe. Did you send me your questions, or are you going to put them in the chat, Malia? Messages for Zainab. General messages for Z. It's a hurricane party, Malia. Hurricane party tonight. Okay, Z, you've got the Four of Cups in your foundation. Oh, guess what came out again? The Ion card just came out again. So again, there's like a lot of energy. That's like a lot of energy of things coming full circle, things coming back to life. You're going to be experiencing a lot of emotional fulfillment. So submit them here. Okay, you're coming up next. Okay, Zainab, Four of Cups in your foundation. So, you know, you're probably... The universe wants to acknowledge that you're at a place where you're not feeling super fulfilled by things. You're not feeling, you know, you maybe are wondering, why are these things that normally I would enjoy or get fulfillment from or enjoyment from, it's not working for me, right? And I don't know why. Well, that's okay. The universe is saying, keep hanging in there, because you've got a lot of majors coming. Remember, guys, and I talked to you guys about this a lot. A lot of times in our lives, when things feel like they're stagnating or nothing's happening, it's because something big is about to happen, right? So you're in this energy where it feels like, nothing's really happening. I'm kind of like, meh. But wait for it. Ten of Swords is moving into, boom, the Hierophant, boom, the Moon, and boom, the Ion. Three majors all right next to each other. So big stuff happening. And I told you, I really feel, I think I've told you this, I really feel that this is coming right at the end of the year and the beginning of the new year. All of this stuff. I mean, you're going through a major life change and it's an upgrade, right? This is big. There you are, Zainab. This is your reading. I don't know if you heard the first part, but this is your reading. Going through a major life upgrade. This is big. The Hierophant, right? You've got the beautiful sacred elephants in the background. A lot of energy coming, and all of this loss and things that happened, even that pierced heart, that's going to be left in the dust and in the past. All of this energy that's been kept sort of hidden with the moon energy is being brought back to a beautiful physical 3D life with the Ion card. So this is really exciting, okay? I didn't, good to know. Yeah, you did. You made it on time, but you have some stuff that I already did before you came in. So yeah, I like these cards for you. I really like that the Hierophant, the Ion, and the moon all came out together, because that's that thing we talked about where these things that weren't really moving in your life, the stuff that was kind of stagnating, it's like bam, back up. It's like going from a 0 to a 10. There's a huge shift here, and it all feels really good and really healthy and exciting. So I love this for you. Oh, I didn't do, you know what, Z, I'm going to pull an oracle card for you, an animal spirit oracle, and I'm going to do one. Steph, are you still here? I need to do one for Steph too. I like to pull these cards, oracle cards, whether you do a 20 or a 25. I like to do an oracle card at least. I mean, this isn't a $10 mini. 20 is a good mini, a good amount for a mini, so you got to get an oracle card. Okay. Turkey spirit. Give with gratitude and grace. So if you ever feel like thank you, honey, staying safe as possible. I'm home right now. I might leave and go over to, leave and go somewhere later, but right now I'm home. Give with gratitude and grace. Sometimes we feel like the universe is like not rewarding us or giving us what we deserve. And sometimes to get out of that energy, you just have to give to someone else. And you'll notice when you release that and you give, you'll get back in return every single time. It's a beautiful thing, a beautiful thing. All right, Steph, I'm going to pull an animal. I'm going back to you now, Steph, and pulling an animal spirit card, because I think I didn't just do an oracle card for you either. Oh, wow, you have Canadian Thanksgiving on Monday. I didn't know that. That's so interesting. Yep, you got the turkey. Pardon a turkey for us. All right, Steph. These cards, they do not lie. Steph, you got the rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time for you. Card number 49, that's a 13, which is also a 4. The number 4 for me is about healing and about growth. It can also be about opportunity. So lucky time, opportunity. So it's really important that you recognize that now, because things are speeding up and you don't want to miss anything. You want to be ready, plugged in, eyes open, head up, eyes open, plugged in, ready to receive, ready to give, and then by giving to receive. But you've given a lot these last years, and now it's time for you to be in receiving, receptive mode, Steph. I really feel that for you very strongly. Okay, honey? All right. Next. Is Chad? Chad, are you here yet? Chad, say hey in the chat if you're here. But I'm going to go do Malia. Oh, Chad is here. All right, Malia, I have to do Chad real quick, and then we'll come back to Malia. Steve, what's up, man? We're having a hurricane party tonight, Steve. Hey, bro, if you want to get on the list is open. I think you have my Cash App, Steve, probably from the past. Ray of Light Tarot. It's $20 for a mini reading, $25 for 2 questions. All right, so I'm doing Chad real quick, Malia, and then, because he was first on the list, he wasn't here yet, so I had skipped over him. All right, Chadsky, let's take a look at what Chad's got going on with this current situationship he's in, and then what he can expect from that in the future, in other things. And I know. All right, let's see. Chadsky. Here we go, Chatsky. The moon in your foundation. So even though, here's the thing, even though this new situation has a lot of emotion coming up already, look at this, dude. For all that emotion that's coming up, there's so much more under the surface that's hidden. What does that say to us about this situation? Like, wow. Then you've got the Ace of Pentacles coming in. The universe is really supporting this and trying to bring in some stabilizing energy because there's a lot of wounding coming up. This may be karmic, this situation. And I've felt that and sort of mentioned that to you because of some signs we've seen. There is a real connection. Karmics are, listen, we have real connections with karmics. They're very real. You got the Nine of Wands here, the Queen of Swords here. When you feel like things you say or do or don't say and don't do are bringing up this person's wrath, so to speak, or rage or frustration, just go with it. Go with it and flow with it. Remember, you're the elder in this. You're actually the spiritual elder in this as well, and that's okay. It's all good. This connection has the potential to move to a better place. Six of Swords. That's moving from the stormy waters into calmer waters. It does have the potential for that. That's an outcome card. And the universe is supporting some stabilizing forces happening with that Ace of Pentacles. It's important for you, though, as these emotions come up, to be prepared and to lead the way to the calmer waters. Lead the way to the calmer waters, Chatsky. Yeah, man. Yeah, well, Steve, we're hoping that because the storm is going to cut across the state a little south of us, that it doesn't do a lot of damage here. But because we are right on the beach, on the coast, we're in kind of a red zone or whatever where it could be a lot of stuff happening. So I'm just fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. I told, if I lose power, I've got my sister nearby. I've got Brendan nearby. So I'm going to one of them if I lose power. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right, Chad. Animal Spirit Oracle guidance for Chad. Whoa. Hummingbird Spirit, Chad. The Hummingbird Spirit. That's a 7. Be here now. You got that big 34 up there. That's like an ascending number, 3, 4. And also it makes a 7. And the number 7 is a holy number of completion in Judeo-Christian tradition. And I like this hummingbird spirit. It's about being present, right? You know, the hummingbird their wings go so fast and they can literally hover like a chopper. But there's also so much happening during that energy, right? They're very present, and it's very important for you to be very present and know that even though a lot of things may seem to happen really fast with you in your current situation, the key for you is to just be here now, be present in the moment, and don't be movable. Like, yeah, you want to be flexible in the situation, but don't be emotionally movable, right? Keep your emotions in check. You also have Foundation, the Starfish Spirit, which is a really beautiful card. It's all about the infinite possibilities of the universe. And then you have another 4 here, which is about healing. So I like these cards for you, and I think you're on the right track. Just stay patient and open. Don't get into the overthinking thing, especially with this situation. I think you can tell the situation you're in right now, Chad, was literally part of its purpose is to teach you not to overthink. So it doesn't want you to overthink or to over-examine or to over anything. Just stay in the moment, be present, be here now, and enjoy the ride, because it is a ride, my brother. Okay. Guys, the list is open if you would like to get on the list. It's a $20 love offering to ask 1 question. If you'd like to ask 2 questions, it's a $25 love offering. Rebecca posted the Cash App and the PayPal in the chat, so just scroll up in the chat and you'll see it, and you can get on the list. And once you do, just let me know in the chat and I will add you to the list. I have 2 people on the list right now, left on the list. I have Malia and Rebecca. So go get on the list, because hopefully we're going to hang out and have a good time tonight for a little while, guys. All right, Malia, put your first part of your question up, Malia. What's your first part? Yeah, good stuff, Chad. The cards are flying tonight. I'm in love with a stripper. Julia. Okay. So you just want to get a card feedback on Julia? I think the cards we did on the others were pretty clear. So let's see what this one gets, what we get on Julia. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And also, I love how they confirmed your own intuition. But let's see. Don't tell me what you think about Julia, and I'm going to tell you. I'm in love with a stripper. I don't know that song either. I think I took 2 songs and like changed the words around. All right, this is good. So, good cards. I think some of these are similar to the ones you got for that one person that you liked, Malia. Foundation, the art card. This is basically temperance, okay? It's temperance style energy, and it represents that there is divine, action and energy in here. Some additional info came out this week, and I don't think I'll get by into go. Okay, gotcha. Then this is for Julia. Ace of Wands, right? So the universe is saying this is like a fire potential opportunity. You've got the Strength card, balance, right? We like it. You do have the Four of Pentacles coming. These feels very similar to that other person. Four of Pentacles. So they're bringing a lot of skill with them to this position, and you have an outcome card of the Six of Wands. This is someone who's on a victory path, right? They're strong, they're battle tested, and they're bringing good stuff. The Temperance or art card in the Foundation makes me think that there may be a little bit of moving around that needs to happen for them to be truly, truly ready for this opportunity, but everything else looks really good. And this isn't bad. It's just like, okay, like it may take a little patience, but yeah, I like these cards. So I would say so far, Julia's cards look as good or better than the one person that looked good in the other reading. All right, so that's what we get for that one. Oh, isn't that funny? Uh-oh, a similar outcome. That sounds a little bit shady, Rebecca. I'm just kidding. Okay, good. I like the name Julia. I do like the name Julia. All right, so let's do this, guys. I am intuitive. I also know your humor and when you're being coy. Second question, general guidance. So hopefully you get a better end result, Malia, if that's who you settle on. But, you never know. Life is nothing if not a risk and a journey. All right, general guidance for Malia. General guidance for Malia. Guys, it is raining so hard right now out there. I can hear it. It's like... The wind hasn't been so bad yet. The wind was bad this morning. So I stayed at Brendan's last night, and I got up at like 5 o'clock this morning. I slept so good over there, too. You love somebody, like, really, like, when you have a good thing going with somebody that you both love each other, when you just sleep really well in the same bed, and you're not like, shut up, tossing and turning. He said, I told him, I slept really good. He was like, I did too. He said, when I got up to pee, I looked at you, and you looked so peaceful. I'm telling you, I slept like a baby last night. But now, when I came over this morning, I got up at like 5:30 or 6 and came home. No, 6:30, came home. The wind was so bad when I was like putting things away in the garage. So we didn't, like, I was putting our Adirondack chairs in the garage that are on the porch normally, the grill, just things that could turn into like projectiles with the wind being as bad as they were saying. And the wind was worse this morning than it is right now, although I can hear it picking up. So we're supposed to get the worst of it in the middle of the night, like 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. So we'll see. It says a lot. It does. It's a nice feeling, regardless of anything else. It's a really nice feeling to have somebody you can sleep with peacefully and just feel safe, loved, secure, all that. So, hey, Malia, we're doing a general. For Malia, peaceful night's sleep, yes. If my power goes out over here and his is on, I'm going back there to get another peaceful night's sleep tonight. No, I probably will go over there anyway, but definitely if I lose power. All right, Malia. Foundational energy is the devil. Yikes. What is that about? What are you manifesting, Miss Malia? Are you frustrated? What's going on? Okay. The devil's in your foundation. Not, it's a warning that you've got a lot going on. It also is a warning that everything is not as it seems, because you have the Seven of Swords behind that. So someone could be maybe withholding something. You have the Hermit crowning, which is your card. Beautiful Virgo energy crowning. And it's also, I think, coming up against that devil energy in the foundation. The Hermit is saying, like, remember who you are, Simba. Remember your gifts. Remember your connection to the divine. Remember your knowing. Remember your knowing, okay? Because there is some shadiness around you going on, and it's all the more important right now for you to remember who and what you are and what you're capable of, right? Which is a lot. A lot. Yeah. And then you have, look, you've got the Four of Swords, okay? So there is an opportunity here for, through a little bit of taking a step back, some rest and rejuvenation, okay? It feels like it's both. Let me clarify. Good suggestion. Because you've got some other cards involved that I'll show you in just a second why I say both. Clarify the devil. Queen of Swords, okay? And again, look, Seven of Swords. So that Seven of Swords is coming out twice because it was behind the devil. So you know what the Seven of Swords is. Somebody's trying to like hold, like somebody's trying to do something. Somebody's holding back a lot of information or energy from you. You are being guided to sort of sit in your throne, sit on in your knowing, and the information, see the bird above her head, it's going to come to you. You will find and be told what you need to find and be told, whether that person tells you or not. It's very intertwined. There's a lot of work stuff, but the reason I said it was probably both is because the Lover's card for me is usually more of a personal card, and that came out. It is upright. So it could be that whatever's happening in this situation is leading you to a divine connection, back to a divine connection, or to a divine connection. You know, twin flame soulmates. It's pushing you back towards this. Okay, so even though it may be a little bit frustrating, whatever it is, I don't know. Just know it's taking you to where you need to go. Right? It's taking you where you need to go and where you need to be. So that's a good thing. You've got the Eight of Swords, though. It's a feeling of being a little bit trapped. A little bit trapped, a little bit, there's not a lot of wiggle room or movement here. And then it's attached to this Seven of Cups, which is sort of the same feeling, but emotional, like emotional trap, not knowing where to be or what to feel. There's a lot of this here. And then you've got the Hanged Man, just in case we weren't sure what this meant. The Hanged Man, right, crowning those. It's like the Hanged Man is saying, this is very not comfortable or where you want to be for long, but it's important that you feel it into it and let it teach you whatever it's teaching you so that you can move back into this, whatever this is, this feeling of sort of like this is connected, this divine energy. And that could be a soulmate. It could be you. It could be reconnecting to yourself, right? Your own soul, the masculine and feminine within you. I don't know, but it's something very important. And it's something very important to your story because crowning the whole thing is the Hermit card. That's you, boo. So, yeah. So there's Virgo energy, Capricorn energy, Leo energy. There's a lot of energy, lots of energy. But that sounds like sit back and observe. Yeah, I agree. It's a sit back and observe. But also, remember, the Queen of Swords, she does sit back and observe, but she also doesn't let anything get by her or anyone get anything past her. She's like, oh no, don't even try me, okay? So I do like that about you, about her, about all of it. Does anyone want to help me write a Huna prayer tonight at the end of the episode for us to start for all of us? Because, see, we're coming up on an election. I just feel like now's the time to do a Huna. October 9th to November 9th. Boom. Let's get some purified energy up in here. We've got a lot going on. Time will tell all, yes. And you're going to be good. You're going to be good. Let me get a Animal Spirit Oracle card for you. Actually, I'm going to pull an animal. You don't remember, Malia, when we did a Huna prayer? It's a 30. You know, you're Hawaiian, isn't it? Didn't it originate in Hawaii? It's like a 30-day prayer for abundant. I'll have to look. I've only done one. But yeah. Look it up. Help me write it, guys. I think a Huna prayer is kind of, if you look, there's like a sort of a, it has a, like a prototype, and you just kind of add to it or change it a little bit. I could be wrong. Isn't it called a Huna prayer, the 30-day thing? Does anybody in here know what a Huna prayer is? That can explain better than me? Oh, it's New Age. But it's New Age, but didn't it originate in Hawaii? That's what I thought. It's like a New Age thing that originated, or is said to go back to some Hawaiian thing. I don't know why I thought that. Parrot spirit, watch your words. Okay, so you're being guided to be very careful with your words, Malia. Card number 45, that's a 9. So you are at, that hanged man energy is coming to an end. We have kahuna and kahuna nui kahu, but huna is not authentically Hawaiian. Got it. Yeah, look it up, guys. It's Huna, Huna prayer, and the way I found it was in like my I can't think of what the name of the deck is. It was from one of my like Lightworker decks or something. But yeah, I think that they tell a story about it going back to something. Maybe I just associate it with Hawaii because of the name Huna. It may not have anything to do with Hawaii. I may just be mistaken about that. But yeah, so with the parrot spirit, you're reaching the end of a time where it's very important that you have to watch your words and be very careful about the things you say. You're headed toward this big blossoming and that sort of the resolution to that hanged man energy, but you're still in it enough that they're like, be careful, watch your words. Things are happening and wrapping and energy is building. So heed that warning, advice, and also believe in yourself. Remember all the gifts that you have, and remember that you are on a divine path, right? You're 3 of Pentacles right now. You're building, and you're building with someone else. They may not be right in front of you, but you're building together spiritually, and it's going to be a beautiful thing when it all comes to fruition. So remember that, girl. Remember that, lady. Thank you, Malia. Okay. I think they associate it with Hawaii and reference connection, but origin story is not. Yeah, exactly. It's not indigenous. It is still a great and positive mantra concept. Yeah, so it's one of those. That's what I think you're totally right too. I think it's like an origin story of like something from Atlantis that originated in Atlantis and then ended up in Hawaii, which there's probably no actual like archaeological or historic evidence or proof of it. It's one of those things, I think. But I don't know I'm not super familiar because it's so long ago, but I just thought in my head today, like, oh, a Huna prayer would be a good thing to do because it's a 30-day prayer. And I think like where we're at in the world right now, this would be the time to do a 30-day prayer. So it just popped into my head and I thought, okay, well, I'm live tonight. I'm going to start a Huna prayer at the end. But we could do another type too, if anybody has any ideas. Or even like a 9-day, like novenas, like Catholics do. Anything like that. 9-week, once a week. That would probably be good from now until like late November or early December. Yeah, early December. You guys think on it. Feel on it. Ruminate on it and tell me what you think. So Rebecca ×2. Guys, the list is open if you would like to get on the list. I have Rebecca. Nobody's after Rebecca, so go get on the list. Rebecca, I was offered a new position at work. Love that. How will it go long term if she accepts? How will it go long term if she accepts? How will it go long term if Rebecca accepts the position? Whoa. I like when the cards fly a little bit, but I don't like when they go everywhere. Christina! Did you send it to Cash App or PayPal, Christina? Got you added, honey. Thank you. Hang on. Yeah, as I was saying, I like the cards to come out like on their own, but I don't like when they fly all over the place and I can't grab them. Cash App. Okay, Christina, I got you added, honey. Yeah, guys, the list is open, so let's hang out a while. I'm not rushing tonight. I mean, I kind of, if I'm going to go anywhere, I probably need to do that soon, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just stay home tonight. I'm kind of like feeling really groggy after all this work. Like I had to move so much stuff today. It was crazy. All right, so Rebecca. Quite honestly, I see a lot of things here. So you have in your foundational energy the Four of Pentacles. So I don't know if you're like, if this change is something you definitely are gonna, because the Four of Pentacles is not a bad card, but it does represent like holding on. So there may be an energy that once you do this, you might, it could be really good, but you might have a little bit of regret or something, like where you're holding on to what you did before. Just be aware of that for whatever that'll mean to you, that you may want to just make sure that you're really ready to go in a new direction, or whatever it is. You've got the Nine of Cups, which is abundance. The Nine of Cups is a great card. It's abundance. It's overflowing happiness, joy. It's like, remember, this is like the winning the lottery card. So it's good. It's not a bad change at all. This is a good thing. We like it. It's 2 thumbs up. But I just, because of this in your foundation, and the Four of Pentacles is sort of both, has 2 sides to it. It definitely means you're prepared. Like your past experience has prepared you for this. You're good. But there is that aspect of it that could be a little tough to stop doing whatever you've been doing. Okay. So, hey, my mom is very interested in this by chance. Can you say something for the name Martina? Hello, Martina. Welcome. Welcome to Martina. So if you want to get a mini reading for your mom, the list is open. I do love offerings of $20 for 1 question, $25 for 2. And when I'm done with Rebecca here, I will tell you more about it. Just 1 second. I'm doing a reading right now for her. So yeah, I love that the Nine of Cups is here, Rebecca. That's really good. And it does suggest to me that this is going to feel abundant to you and it's going to be good. Yeah, I've been at the same location for almost 5 years. Wow. So it is, if you're changing locations, that could be it. That there's a little bit of like sadness with that. You have the Princess of Swords energy too. So I do feel, protect your energy when you get to a new location or whatever. Protect your energy. There may be some gnarliness coming at you. Sometimes people act like that when you move in, when you're the new person at a new place. You also have the Eight of Swords here, which is a little bit of a feeling of like, I made this choice and now, uh-oh. So those are the only things that make me get pause. But I love, look, for all of these little possible pauses, the Nine of Cups can't be beat, and neither can the Three of Cups. This is a beautiful celebratory energy. It's overflowing, it's abundant, it's celebrating, it's happiness. I like it. The good outweighs the bad. It's a great opportunity. Is there some bad? There always is. Nothing's perfect. All that glitters is not gold, all of that stuff. So you're going to take the good with the bad, and ultimately I think you're going to be really happy with your decision. So I like it. I like it a lot. All right. What's the next part of your question, Miss Rebecca? Oh, yeah. So what I was saying, the list is open if you want to get on the list. Rebecca actually posted it in the chat, the Cash App or PayPal. You can send it to either one of those. And they're both listed, and they're also listed in the description of the video. And after Rebecca, I have Christina, but there's nobody after Christina. So you can get on the list for Martina if you would like. You're welcome. General love outlook. Okay. General love outlook. Are you doing oracles tonight? Yes. I'm going to do oracles. Yes. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, I like this love reading. 2 of Cups, bam. There's a real strong connection here in your foundation. It may be a little bit slow going because there's always that sometimes. But look at this. You've got the 2 of Cups in the foundation, the Lust or Strength card behind it, all about finding balance, major arcana. Then you have the Hanged Man, a little bit of slowdown. There's a need to get things right. And then, boom, the Sun. So 3 out of 4 here are majors. This is good. This is really good. With that 2 of Cups, that soulmate energy, that whatever it is type of connection that's so deep, I would say because there is the Hanged Man, there's stuff to work out with this person. There's some kind of like past stuff. But I think we touched on this a little bit recently. There's a desire for this thing to be something really more than it's been on both sides, but there's also some fear, some resistance, and things that need to be kind of pushed around, healed, and worked out. But they will be all in due time. We believe that. We have faith. And I love the Sun card as an outcome. My gosh, that's a beautiful card. And the Sun to me in this deck really suggests there's like a really sort of a magical or an ethereal energy with the two angelic or winged kids with butterfly wings. I mean, that's just really cool. It's really beautiful. And yeah, I like it. I really like it. I can see Cancerian energy. I can see, there's just a lot here. Well, all the signs are represented. They're all around the sun. Very magical. All right, let's do some oracle looks here. I'm going to pull an oracle card for the job and then an oracle card for love. Oracles. Is anybody else that's in the chat here in Florida with me riding out this crazy hurricane? I call him Hurricane Melvin. I don't know why. I always get the name wrong. It's Milton. But I think it's Melvin. Milton. Spider Spirit. Make your dreams real. Nice. Card 56. That's an 11. How about that? Ah, Malia. Yay. Going big like the hurricane. I love it. No, I love it, Malia. I'm trying to pass the time with you guys and hang out and have fun. Malia times too. Cool. So, Rebecca, I love this. I love the spider spirit. I love that you're like cast. This is you saying, yeah, I may be the new girl, but watch my reach. Bam. Ba ba ba. Love it. Oh, yes. I love it. And then the wolf spirit also came out, which says, turn knowledge into wisdom. Bam. 67. Hello. That's a 4. You're all about the healing. You're going to help so many people heal, and you're going to touch so many new people's lives in this new whatever you're doing. So just love it. Live it. Love it. It's going to be great. All right, let's pull a love reading oracle for you now also. And Christina, you're next if you want to go ahead and put your question up, Christina. The love oracle for Rebecca. Flamingo spirit, embrace the in-between. So like I said, this thing, it's on point, like this love energy. But you got to embrace the in-between because it's gonna have some starts and stops. After all the stops and starts, we keep coming back to these two hearts. Remember that song by Cher and somebody? That's what it's about, okay? That's what it's about. Flamingo spirit. You guys, I want to talk to you about something. So it's so crazy. I don't know. Some of you were with me when I had that weird stalker situation on the channel like 5 years ago. It's been a long time, 6 years ago. But I've had to really like use my experience to help someone that's a friend of mine. She's in the true crime section of YouTube. She's a true crime content creator, but she's had a real similar experience. Yeah, Rebecca. And I told her how it just like really mentally affected me a while back. And it was so weird, like lashing out because I wasn't giving them what they wanted, and then like a lot of gaslighting, trying to make it my fault if I wasn't nice. Like if you're somehow going on camera and doing a business, you're just like required then to be like a saint to everyone's needs, and that's just not the reality. But what this person's going through, it just breaks my heart because I remember that feeling of like everything being out of your control, and they're attacking your subscribers or attacking you to your subscribers and sending these long emails. And I just finally told everybody, you know what? You don't even have to tell me if they message you. Just delete the message. Handle it however you want. I don't even want to know, because I got to that breaking point where I was like, it's not my problem. It's not within my control. It's not something I need to worry about. And it's like, all you can do is report that to the police. You know, there are certain things, and just seeing what this person's going through reminded me, Rebecca, yeah, of what it was like. And wow, that was tough for me. Like, that was really crazy. But I'm really glad that time is over. And I feel like where I am now, I've learned so much, even because of that experience, about like how to manage, you know, being on social media, having a channel on YouTube, any of that type of stuff. And ooh, it was a crazy time though. Because I had not even had the channel 6 months when that happened. So I was still figuring this out myself. And then this person comes in and puts all of their garbage on me, you know, so to speak. Oh, thank you so much, Lonnie. Welcome. The list is open. If you want to get a mini reading, the list is open. I've got Christina and then Malia. So we've got 2 people on the list right now, but the list is open. It's $20 for a to ask a question, $25 if you want to ask 2 questions. Okay, Christina. So yeah, I'm so glad that's all in the past. And it is in the past because where I am now, that actually could never happen to me in the way that it did before because I know what to do right away to shut it down. Acknowledge it, shut it down, and then it's not there. You do acknowledge it, though, before you shut it down. That's important. And I'll explain why another time. I feel like a lot of strangers in public dislike me. I'll often hear negative comments about me when I go out, and I'm just curious why. Feels like I'm disliked by so many people. Really, Christina? It's funny your question is that after what I was just what just came up for me. Well, because, one of the things that I realized, I don't know if you heard what I was just saying, Christina, when it comes to like having like a stalker or someone who's just out to get you, that's like doing a smear campaign against you, you realize, number one, what's in your control, what's not in your control. And number two, you just learn to let go. If someone doesn't like me, that's not my problem. Have you ever heard the old saying, what other people think of me is none of my business? It's so true. What other people think of you really is none of your business. And if they don't like you, so what? That's their problem. There are going to be a lot of people that will like you when you find your crowd, your tribe. You'll know, and they'll not just like you, they'll love you and they'll support you. But yeah, that's a terrible feeling. I don't know why you're having that feeling, but let's look at that and see what comes through. I'm sorry to hear that you're going through that. Are you sure that that's actually what's happening? Like that you're actually getting this experience? Or could some of it be like I don't mean to say in your head, but sometimes I've had feelings like that where I think someone's saying something about me, but then I realize they're not. It was just sort of, I was having a bad day and it felt that way. Are you sure that some of it's not that? Because I know that really does happen where we, have a bad day and our stress levels are high and then we take everything personally. We may not be in our heads, but it's like we start to take more personally than we should. So I hope that it's some of that and it's not real that so many people are disliking you for no reason. Let's see what comes through. All right. You definitely have support from the universe here too. It could be in my head, but then the energy feels off, but I do take things way too personally sometimes. Yeah, that's okay though. I know that feeling. And I think for me, I tend to do that when I'm having a bad day. Like when things are already going wrong or they start to pile up, that's when I start to feel attacked and I get kind of like where I need to just unplug or disconnect. I do see, you've got the Ion and the Ace of Pentacles in your foundation. So the universe is supporting you big time with trying to bring you out of something that's kept you sort of in a lower vibration and offer you an opportunity for not just healing, but for growth and expansion. And that includes with people too. You have the Six of Wands, so you're on this path where you are going to be victorious. You are going to be seen, heard, and feel seen and heard. It actually feels like there's a big change coming into your life that's going to bring you to a whole different experience where you probably won't experience that level of sort of frustration or what feels like antagonism. And I think maybe there's a reason you've experienced it the way you have up until now that maybe you haven't thought about. And it may be like what I said, it's a growth thing. It's a learning curve. And then you can go forward because you have this Knight of Cups here that's coming in to protect you. That could be an energy actually coming in to be like some sort of helper or partner in this situation. But you also have the Two of Wands, which suggests you're at a crossroad. It's time for you to go a different direction and to choose that yourself. Crowning it is the Justice card. That's good karma, right? Look at all that green and blue and purple, right? So the green represents, abundance. The blue is like clarity, seeing things very clear. And then the purple is sort of you feeling like the best version of yourself, royalty, right? Emperor, Empress energy. Then you've got the Sun card. You're just going to feel really clear about who you are and what you want. So I can't speak so much about what's been happening, but I can speak about what the universe is trying to help you move toward, which is a beautiful thing. So I would say to you, really try to take the experiences you've had up until now with people and feeling like you're being attacked. And remember, there's always a silver lining. So much of what happens to us can be affected by our own perception and how we change our perspective. So I would work on shifting your perspective, because you can't help what people do to you. That's out of your control. If you meet 10 people a day that dislike you or have it in for you or even have an HO, a hard on for you, and want to upset you, that's on them, not you. But what you can do is you can shift your perspective about it, and you can have a positive attitude and trust the universe is using all of that to help you. A lot of times in my relationship, like if we go through a rough patch and I feel like, we're just like not on the same page, I'll stop and take a step back and I'll say thank you to the universe, because I'll remind myself, actually the universe can use God, the universe, our higher power, conscious energy can use anything for the good, can use anything to get us where we want to be. So even though it may feel like a rough patch or a stumbling block, if you shift your perspective about it and look at it as a positive, the universe can actually use it even more for a positive to get you to a place you want to be, So try to do that. I would say just don't worry so much about whether people are out to get you or have these weird attitudes about you, because that's not your problem. But worry more about shifting your perspective and your perception about it, and really taking on a positive attitude and actually gratitude, thanking the universe for it. Not for the frustration, but for the experience, because of where it's going to take you. And when gratitude is a superpower, it's magic. When you can take something that you actually did not like happening and find a way to be grateful for it, the universe can and will do amazing things for you. So keep that in mind. All right, I'm going to pull an animal spirit oracle for you, Christina. Hopefully that helps you. Hopefully that helps, my dear. Okay, here we go. Here goes nothing, guys. Let's give Christina some love and support and see what the animal spirit oracle has to add. There it is. Okay, 2 cards came out. Oh, I love this. The badger spirit is in your foundation. It did. It feels like confirmation of the things I've learned in therapy. Awesome. I love that. Look at this, Christina. The badger spirit came out in your foundation. It's badger spirit. Guidance. Be fearless and bold. Be fearless and bold. And that's a number 4 right there. It's all about healing. This is not about the external. This is how you're processing the external because of your wounding. Because, yeah, there probably are people that are like, ew, I don't like you for whatever reason, but that's their problem. You've got to process your own healing and really remember that you can even shift. You have the power to shift what they see based on what you're projecting from the inside out. And so be bold, right? Be fearless and bold, because you have a lot to offer. You also got the white raven spirit, trust in the magic. Okay, card 66, really beautiful energy. It's more about leaning into your spiritual self. And then last but not least, you got the wombat spirit. Be at home with yourself. Be at home with yourself. So when you're truly at home with yourself, nobody can touch you. Nobody can change you or how you feel about yourself, no matter how hard they try. And you know what? That's going to piss a lot of people off that want to hurt you. But don't let them. Be at home with yourself. Card number 68. So that's 14. That's a 5. The change that needs to come has to start from within. That's what I'm getting from all these cards. I love it, Christina. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good luck. You are fine. You are awesome. You are wise. You are powerful. You are all the good things that you want to be. And anyone that's not reflecting that back to you, it's just an opportunity for you to shift the energy and the perspective. I love that, Rebecca. That's so sweet. Good stuff. All right. So I think we're at Malia again, because Malia got 2 questions again, because she's on it tonight and she's keeping the live going. Let's keep the live hurricane party going, guys. Who else wants to get on the list? $20 for 1 question, $25 for 2. If you would like to get on the list, go get on the list. Lewis, be patient, baby. Malia, what is your question, Malia? I love the positivity too. It's awesome. You want to see the baby? Come here, Lewis. Hold on, I'll get him. Come here, baby. Come here. They want to see you. They want to see you. He was on the bed. This is my little toothless wonder. Mwah. This is my little toothless wonder, Louis the super dog. Louis the super dog. Isn't he cute? Look at those ears. You know who my sister says he looks like? Dobby from Harry Potter. Dobby, the little emancipated slave, remember Dobby? That wore like the potato sack or the burlap sack. Yeah, that's who he looks like. He's a baby. He's still a baby. Yes, he is a senior baby. All right, let me put him back in his bed and let him get under his covers. Get under your covers, baby. Get under your covers so you'll be happy. Okay, so this is Malia. Yeah, guys, the list is open. Get on the list. $20 for one question, $25 for two. Cash App or PayPal. It's on the chat. You can scroll up and find it. And Malia, you wanted to clarify. Hold on. The devil card. Okay, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Let's try. I'm going to pull from this Devious Moon Tarot and see if that helps. The Devious Moon Tarot. The devil. See what we got, boo. Little Debbie. What's Little Debbie? Clarify the devil card for Malia, please. Okay. All right, we got this. Malia. Three of Pentacles. Empress. Little Dobby. Oh, Little Dobby. Got it. Knight of Wands. Six of Swords. Wow. Okay. Four of Pentacles. So, lots of interesting stuff here. You've got the Empress in your foundation, the Hierophant, Strength, the Three of Pentacles, right? All of that. Six of Swords, moving to something. But then a crown of the Four of Pentacles, and there's two people in this Four of Pentacles. Someone has, I don't know if you can pick up this energy. That man has literally drained this woman this woman of like down to the marrow in her bones. So there's a masculine energy draining your very being, your essence, okay? And I don't know what that is or where that's coming from, because I don't know anyone in your life that would do that to you. But it's happening, okay? It's happening. And it's happening in a really weird way. There also seems to be some weird like hoarding of money and like greed or something going on with that you may not be aware. It may not be money, you know, material. It's tangible things, right? There's something going on here that makes me feel really bad. But here's the good side. No, it is. Okay. Here's the good side, honey. And this really is the good news, my friend. And you know how much I love you, Malia. So I'm going to give it to you real straight. Whatever is happening there, whatever that person's doing, you're the Empress. You're the Empress in your foundation. They can't do any more to you than you allow them to do. You're moving on. You're moving to good stuff. You're starting something new. You're building something new with someone, something beautiful and lasting. That Three of Pentacles is something being built. And that's more than one person. Like, that's a beautiful energy. That, for me, is special. So, yeah, you've got Strength and the Hierophant. This is all happening major arcana the way it's supposed to, sad as it is, whatever that is, okay? So just remember that. You got this. You're empowered. You got this. It's all a matter of divine timing. That Seven of Pentacles is right behind the Empress. She was in your foundation, and that's right behind it. So, listen, it's happening the way it's supposed to. You just have to protect your energy and be along for the ride, because you're going to come out of this just fine. Not only just fine, but you're going to come out of this on the path you're meant, on your destined path. And that's a beautiful thing, and nobody can stop that, no matter how hard they try. They can slow it down, and maybe they have, but they can't stop it ever, because it's yours. It's your path, and whoever else you're on with on the path with. It's theirs and yours, and nobody else can get in there and do anything to that, no matter how hard they try. Just remember that. Okay? All right, let me put the I love this Devious Moon Tarot deck. My sister gave it to me as a thank you for officiating her wedding in New Orleans, but I also only pull it out when I need to. I feel like it's got a lot of power to it. So gross. I will never understand the motivation, satisfaction to operate in life that way. I won't either. I agree with you. I don't either. I don't understand people that don't actually... See, I actually get pleasure. I get pleasure, and it reduces my anxiety to be honest and upfront and communicate clearly to people. I don't know if that's because I'm a Virgo, but I don't even like avoidance. I mean, I avoid certain things, sure, but like people who like kind of are a little bit of a... I've talked to Brendan about this, like that avoidant energy can become like a lying energy, and it is... And like, why would anyone want to be like that? Like that has to be very miserable and lonely, right? I would rather lay the cards on the table, always be really upfront and always be really clear, because then I know my conscience is clear. Not resolving is not acceptable. Well, but see, you're a Virgo too. That's a Virgo trait, to just really want to keep things. Whoosh. I think it must be. I think it must be. Although we can be really passive aggressive too as Virgos at times. That's true too. But when we're ready to talk, we're ready to talk. Yeah, why? And then that only leads to like, you know, anger issues, mood disorders, and all that other stuff, right? The longer we let things fester, it's just not good. All right, Malia, what is your other question, my love? Rebecca paid for 2 more. Oh my God, we're going to be on here all night partying, you guys. Rebecca, cray. Rebecca times 2. All right, well, let's party, guys. I might have to get some more water, but other than that, we're good. Let's party. But at the end of the day, we don't get pleasure from being... and it's not the conflict. Like, see, I think this is what it is. Avoidant people don't understand why we're so, like, upfront and stuff, because they don't feel comfortable with any conflict. But what they don't realize is, to me, this is how you avoid conflict, by being honest, by being upfront, by speaking it. That's the way to avoid the conflict that comes later when you don't do it, you know? I think there's also a certain level of an addiction to lying that some people find. Like an addiction to lying, really, or an attachment to it or something, you know? And in the gay community, it's really hard dating, because gay people, not now so much, but when I was growing up, it was almost like become second nature to lie, because so many gay people lie about being gay and everything else. They're like living double lives and hiding who they are. So it's really easy to meet someone that you fall for that like they're just a liar, because that's what they know. And that's the worst, you know? Okay. Love you too, Rebecca. Oh, don't I know it, Malia? Don't I know it? Don't I know it, honey? I always ask, when I meet guys, one of the first questions I ask is, how old were you when you came out of the closet? Because if they're like, oh, 40, I'm like, bye. Because I know if you have lied for 40 years, there's a very good chance you're going to still be a liar, you know? So it sucks. All right. Yeah, no, I agree, Cozy Coffee. But I think it is better than it used to be, just because as society's hopefully changing for the better. But then there's the opposite side of that, or the shadow. So, all right, I noticed a lot of bisexual gay. Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it? Just be who you are. Just be who you are. Malia, what's your second question, honey? Yeah, there's a lot more people that are than ever really admit it. I know that. I came out when I was 19. I could not stand lying. I just couldn't stand it. It just felt so icky, you know? So gross. But I think also a lot of women choose to be clueless. Like it's like almost like an understanding, an unspoken understanding or something with a lot of people, which is weird. So not everybody, but that's a lot of the time. They don't want to know, you know? All right, what's the guidance for Malia regarding her daughter? How is she doing? How's Miss Layla doing? Miss lovely Layla. Guidance for Malia regarding Layla. The devil's trying to come out for her too. All right, hang on here. Did I get it? Oh, there it is. All right. So in her foundation, she has the Hierophant. So she's at a place where there's like she's in the mystery school. She's learning so much. Keep in mind, you and I have talked about this. I remember having talked about this, but as much as you want to protect your child, when they're on the kind of path that she's on because of her spiritual abilities and all that, you just have to let her learn. And she's in the Hierophant mystery school of learning, right? So she's just doing it, right? Good things are happening. She's got the Judgment card. Yeah, you are. But the Judgment card is here. Something for her, something's coming back to life because of the changes that are happening. And it's a good thing. Is there a struggle? Yeah. There's conflict. There's frustration. There's 5 of Wands here. So it's not easy for her. It's not going to be easy, but it's a good thing. She wants to walk away from a lot of this, whatever this frustration is. That eclipse in the sky is happening too. Are we still in eclipse season? I think we are. Anyway, Justice, Judgment, Magician, 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas, counting the Hierophant, and then the outcome card, the Empress. 5 major arcanas. 5 major arcanas for Layla. And then these 2. So what I see here is it's like, yeah, it's frustrating. It's crazy. It's like there's a lot of, this is not a fun experience, but hey, you can't argue with 5 majors saying this is the experience. This is what the experience is supposed to be. It's happening exactly the way it's supposed to for her right now. Hey guys, it's 11:11. It's 11:11 right here. Yes, it is. What? Thank you. I loves it. I loves it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, what can you say? I don't really know what to say about this except she's supposed to be doing this. She's supposed to be dealing with this. As frustrating and as protective as you want to be, you kind of can't be. You kind of have to let her go through this. Empress. I love the outcome, the Empress card. I actually love that for her. And, here's the thing. You're the parent, yes. But I think she's got so much wisdom that sometimes it might start to feel like she's the parent. And that's okay. I mean, look, the student is usually meant to surpass the master at some point. And so it is what it is, right? God, it's crazy. How old is she now? She really is like so emotional. Like it's not even exaggerated. Like she really is so mature. 12. Wow. I feel like she's just wise beyond her years. Beyond her years, Let me pull an animal spirit oracle for both your questions. First for the devil situation that we looked at. Cow spirit. The miracles are endless. Card number 15, so a 6. Spider spirit. Make your dreams real. Cast your own web. Create your own life. 56, that's an 11, boo. And sing your own song, canary spirit. Sing your own song. 3s and 11s are looming large in your life right now. 3s and 11s. I love it. I really do. I love it for you. So awesome, Leo. You got this, girl. You got this. All right. This is for Layla. Brown bear spirit for Layla. Take time out. And armadillo spirit. Set healthy boundaries. Okay, well, there's your guidance for Layla right there in the animal. 333 used to be my number 6. Ooh, wow. So make sure she's got healthy boundaries set in place for her right now, because that's going to be big. And that's a number 3. And this is a 9, which is a 333, brown bear spirit. Take time out. So she needs to rest. She needs to rest her mind a little bit, right? I feel like she needs to rest her mind. I think her mind goes too much. And that's the big lesson she's got to remember, is with all of her giftedness and her emotional maturity, what she really still needs to conquer is the ability to quiet the mind. Quiet the mind and be peaceful and not have her mind going too much, because, that's a killer. Our minds can be our best friends and our worst enemy, right? And she just needs to quiet the mind, take time out, and she'll be just fine. Feeling overwhelmed. Yeah, I know. Yeah. You got to find her some good mindfulness tapes to listen to, or mindfulness exercises or something to listen to, I think. I think that would be super helpful for her, Malia. The mindfulness. I used to listen to, the reason I said mindfulness tapes is because they used to be called mindfulness tapes. And you could order them online. But now with everything we've got going on as far as technology, I'm sure they're just called like mindfulness whatever. But they're meditative, guided meditations basically, but they're very helpful, the mindfulness ones. I used to have all of them. As soon as they would come out, I would buy one. All right, thank you, Malia. Thanks for getting a double. Hello, this was fun. Guys, go get on the list if you're not on the list. Go get on the list if you're not on the list. $20 for a $20 love offering for 1 question, $25 for 2 questions. Next is Rebecca. I just have Rebecca on the list for 2 questions. So other than that, go get on the list. Questions, Rebecca. How do you see our living situation over the next year? Okay, I'll take it. Rebecca's living situation over the next year. Let's see. Wow. So good. Foundation, you have the Fool. Behind the Fool, you do have that 5 of Cups, but that's that stuff we talked about. Remember that sort of energy hanging around there at that where you are? But it's moving on. You're moving on. So things are happening. There's a lot of shakeups. There's going to be a period of rest or waiting, okay, 4 of Swords, and, a period of preparation, 4 of Pentacles. And you've got the Hanged Man. Right? The Hanged Man came out reverse, so there's a shifting of that energy, but all of that is there. So there is a period of waiting, but we're looking at the next year. So it's going to happen within the next year, because you wouldn't have the Fool card there if it wasn't. You're going to be really focused with the work promotion stuff. You have that. Behind both of those is the 8 of Pentacles. So incremental growth, putting in the work, keeping your head down, keeping yourself sort of connected to it and putting in that grind, but it's all going to happen, and it's going to happen after a period of waiting and slowdown that you're in right now already. It's going to speed up and go really fast. I think, again, our little tribe of people, our soul tribe here, we can all expect things to speed up big time in the new year, right? We're moving slowly toward the end of this year, but as we get into the new year, you can expect things to speed up big time. No question about it. No doubt about it. All right. Let me pull an animal spirit oracle for that, and then go ahead and put up your second question, Miss Rebecca. And if there's no one else, I'm going to end it after this. We'll do the Huna prayer Friday, I think, or whatever prayer we decide to do. We'll start it Friday because I'm tired, and I don't like to do things unless my mind is really sharp. Even readings. The readings come actually when you're better sometimes when your mind isn't sharp, but the other stuff you need a sharp mind for. Slow and steady wins this race. How funny is that? Turtle spirit. Yes, it does. Slow and steady wins this race. Card number 62. You're all about the spiritual path. And then eagle spirit. Spirit has your back, boo. Spirit has your back. That's a 5. That's change. Okay? What can we say? What else can we say? Any additional guidance that comes out for Rebecca? Any additional guidance that comes out for Rebecca? This has been fun tonight, guys. I want to stay on all night, but obviously we can't. And I think we'll all run out of money if I tried. I'll run out of consciousness. Y'all would run out of money at some point. But it was fun, and it has been fun, and I want to do it again soon. All right. Any additional guidance? Yeah. Queen of Cups in your foundation. Enjoy the love. Don't get obsessed by the love, because this Queen of Cups can be a little obsessive, but she's got the ability to also flow with the universe and flow with her emotions in a beautiful way. So be doing that. You've got the Emperor card. You're large and in charge right now. You're looming large. You're in charge. What you want is manifesting like this. Remember, when you're manifesting so great, stay in that energy. Ride that wave. 8 of Pentacles. Work is flowing. Keep doing it. Don't get ahead of yourself, though. High Priestess and the Fool as your outcome cards. 2 majors. And then you have that Emperor again. But that's not an outcome. These are your outcomes as far as guidance. Stay grounded, but don't be afraid to take a leap of faith. Stay in your balanced energy, but don't be afraid to try something new. Right? Stay connected to the universe, but trust your abilities and your power of manifestation in the 3D, in taking action in the 3D. It's all yours for the taking, boo. It is all yours for the taking. How about it? I love that. I love those cards for you, Rebecca. Animal Spirit Oracle for Rebecca in her guidance. Oh, there it went. There it went. Ooh, the Wasp Spirit. Sometimes life stings, and that kind of came out because it's like there's a slowdown, and then there's this and that, and to be in your energy. 64, that's a 10, a 1 and a 10. Sometimes life stings, but in your foundation, you're never alone. Otter Spirit. That's a twin flame card. That's a number 6. So you may be reconnecting with your twin. You were asking about them the other day. There's something here. Ooh, the abundant universe will provide. Here we go. Boom. Loves it for ya. Wasp Spirit. Sometimes life stings, and sometimes you have to sting life. Remember that. It's not always one way or one-sided. All right, guys. Send me some good vibes, some prayers, and lots of love and healing, because tonight might get a little iffy later in the night. So pray that I don't lose power if I stay here. Well, if I lose power, I'm going somewhere else. I'm going to go either to my sisters or to Bren's. I don't know. But love you guys. I'm going to take a little nap one way or the other, I think, or maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Bye, guys. Thank you for hanging out tonight. Everybody, happy days, happy nights. See you guys. I'll be live Friday for Friday Night Live.